welcome back. I'm back at the channel. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Remember what we talked about last on those 3 videos I just uploaded, where I had a misfire in cylinder 6. I did a compression test, found out I had low compression in that cylinder. So what I ended up doing was tear down. I ended up removing the head. I ended up replacing the head. Okay, that's all fine and dandy. Watch all of those videos right here on my card, part 1. Please watch part 1. That is the video where I started the diagnostic, and I explained there's several ways you can get to knowing why your cylinders or why you have a misfire. Okay, you can use a compression test, a leak down test, or even a scope. Okay, yes, a scope. My man Ivan at Pine Hollow Auto Diagnostic, his channel right here, he's real good with that equipment. I ended up choosing to use a compression test. So I performed that compression test. In fact, watch part 1 right here where I did the test. Now, part 2 is not really a part 2. I discussed a special tool that I use to remove the cylinder head. This is after it has been confirmed that I will have to remove the cylinder head. I wanted to talk to you guys about a special tool that I found in the junk pile, junk pen. You'd be surprised what kind of junk stuff you can make a tool out of. So I spoke on that, and I spoke on the importance of the cylinder head bolts, okay, and the hole that the cylinder head bolts go in. Okay, yes, those need to be clear, and those bolts need to be inspected. I did that in part 2 right here. Okay, part 3 was where I actually discussed, actually I installed the head. Okay, I ended up not having no engine or assembly lube, so I took off to AutoZone to get some. Yes, watch that video. It's fairly crazy. Just I sped all the way. I actually, guys, this actually happened. It's not fluke or it's not tricks. Okay, now the speeding of the speed getting there was, you know, computer tricks, but I actually went there and got me some engine assembly lube. That way I was able to complete my cylinder head installation. Now, mind you, I said this in the video also. You can use oil. I personally just rather use assembly lube. So I did that, got the head put on, and the car running, all in part 3. Watch that right here. Now, let me put the disclaimer right there. Guys, these are not tutorial videos. I'm not set up to do tutorial videos. I feel the need to say this on every video I do because people come here looking to see how to remove a cylinder head step by step. Okay? No, I'm not set up to make videos like that. You can watch Tim. In fact, you can watch any Tim video or Uncle Mark for that matter. They do step by step tutorial videos. I do not. Tim channel's right here. Uncle Mark channel will be right here. Okay, you can watch those guys. They are great at explaining things that they do. I'm not set up. Now, so here we are where I promise you guys on the 4th and final installment of this series, I'm going to talk about what I do after I'm done doing major engine repair, as well as transmission repair. Okay, there are some things I do after I install a transmission. There are some things I feel I need to do after I install engine parts, which is this case. Okay, so what we're gonna do, mind you, now by doing that head, I disrupted cam and crank relationship. I had the cam phasers off, so I'm gonna go over with you guys some things I do to bring this back to factory specs. Okay, to bring everything back to factory specs. All right, I feel I've talked too much right now, so let's go outside under the hood, and I'm gonna show you guys what I do, what I feel the need to be done after you do a repair such as this. All right, y'all ready? Let's get it. All right, guys, so let's go on the PCM. Let's go on the PCM. That's what we want to look for. Now, let's go. Normally, this will be on the flash or either DTC, but what we want is miscellaneous functions, okay? Now, here is where all the magic is done after such a repair is done. You have a couple of options. Cam and crank relearn. That is one we definitely want to do. We don't have to reset the odometer or the VIN. Clear learn value, line pressure. That's if you do a transmission, guys. Yes, that's what I say. There's some things you should do after transmission repair or installation. But we did engine, so we're going to bypass that. Here's 4 right here, guys. Exhaust phaser 1 cleaning, exhaust phaser 2 cleaning, exhaust intake phaser 1 cleaning, and the same for the last one. Okay, yes, we're gonna do those. And of course, learn ETC. That's the electronic throttle control. You really don't need to learn that if you didn't. I did not have the throttle body unplug or disrupted. Okay, so I did not disrupt it, but if you did, that would be an option you need to do. Okay, now quick learn, that relates to transmission. Let me scroll down so we can see what are the other ones. And reset memory, guys. This is one you definitely want to do. Okay, so we'll try to do all these real quick right now. Let's start with cam and crank. Gonna be hard to do because I think it's temperature related. This van is fairly cold. I just started it, but so let's do no, reset memory need to be last. Okay, cleaning the phasers, I'm not sure if those are temperature related. You probably can clean those right now. And guys, what this is doing is so-called cleaning it electronically. I mean, I don't know how a computer can direct phasers to be clean. What happens is it does direct the valves in front of the phasers to essentially push in on the oil control valve and flush everything out. Okay, so yeah, that is a thing they do, but they dubbed it cleaning, so we're gonna go with that. All right, in fact, let's do one right now. We're gonna start with exhaust phaser 1 cleaning. Let's hit click that. This function should be used to help clean dirt, debris from the oil control valve. All right, let's click continue. Engine must be running. Let's start the car. All right, as you can see, exhaust cam phaser 1 routine in progress. The engine is kind of shaking. Whoa, look at that, guys. Cleaning complete. All right, let's close that. Let's go to the second one, exhaust phaser 2 cleaning. Click that. We're gonna click continue, and it's gonna do its thing. Exhaust cam phaser 2 routine in progress. Engine running a little funny. It's pushing in the oil control valve, flushing oil through it to help clean it. Look at that, cleaning complete. This, guys, will help prolong the life of your phaser, in my opinion. Let's go to intake phaser 1 cleaning. Let's click continue. It is doing its thing on that. Engine is running a little rough. Let's see what happens. Will it complete? Will it? And the answer is yes. Intake phaser 1 cleaning complete. Let's close that, and let's do this last one, guys. Intake phaser 2. All right, let's click continue. This is like I say, things you should do after major engine repairs. All right, we're gonna go to the cam and crank relearn next, but in the meantime, let's get this one squared away. It is complete, guys. We got all 4 of those clean. Now let's go up to cam and crank relearn. See if the temperature has gotten to where it's supposed to be. Check this out, guys. This function should be used anytime a repair has been made that requires the cam and crank relationship to be relearned. We replaced the cylinder head, okay? We lost, the computer doesn't know technically, so we're gonna relearn it. Let's click continue. All right, engine cannot be running. Let's turn the engine off. All right, engine is off. Please start engine. Go figure. Alrighty, just as I suspected, guys, I need to be at least 158 degrees Fahrenheit to complete this. Right now, the cooling temp is at 107, so we're gonna let this car idle until you get up to that amount, and then we're gonna proceed with the cam and crank. All right. I tell you what, I can go over with you now the other one that we're interested in, the reset memory. So let's come out of this, and we're gonna go down to reset memory right here. I'm gonna go over with you some things in here. All right. These just warnings are stating if you're trying to get emission, you're about to reset everything. So make sure that's what you want to do. Engine cannot be running. Let me turn it off. All right, engine not running. Let's hit continue. Now, guys, it's a whole bunch of different things you can do. These are the selections: adaptive numerator, minimum TPS, fuel shutoff, engine runtime, fuel adaptives, all adaptive memory. This is the one I always choose. I want to do, if I click this, I'm essentially going to do all of these. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to click that. We'll go over here and hit continue. Memory value reset. So it just reset everything back to specs. Okay. So now the computer has to adaptively learn the driver, learn everything. We're going to relearn everything as you drive it. Okay. So we got that one done. Let's click continue. All right, we're going to cancel that because we're done with that. Now all we got to do is wait for cam and crank to reach its operating temperature, and let's start the engine and see where we at. Alrighty, guys, we're at 123, so we fairly there. I don't know what y'all want to talk up until we get there to that point. That's cool. Anyway, guys, yes. Let me go over what I am doing. I am going over with you guys what I suggest you should do after major engine repair. Now, the question will become, how can I do that? Or my scan tool won't let me do that. Now, I will say this, guys. In the event your scan tool won't let you do this, I'm not suggesting you run out and buy a $5,000 scan tool. No, I would say it like this. If you do not have the capabilities to do this, you can, however, do it without it being done electronically. Okay? Cam and crank. The computer is going to eventually learn it anyway, guys. What I'm doing is preventing that learn process manually. Okay? Over time, normal driving, the computer is going to pick it up, figure out where it is, and set the timing accordingly. Okay? Anyway. All right, I just like to do things quickly because likely when the car leaves me, it's going to go into the hands of the customer. Okay, so if I do it myself quickly, I'm going to test drive the car, don't get me wrong, but I'm also going to do it quickly, electronically, using a scan tool. That's why on transmission we do things like quick learn. That is just learning the clutch volume index quickly. Hence the name quick learn. All right, as opposed to, you don't want to rebuild a transmission and give it back to the customer and tell them, yes ma'am, drive it at least 50 miles. Okay, it should be back to normal. No, guys, try to cut out the middle procedures. Make yourself the middleman and you do all of that. The customer don't want to pay thousands of dollars for a repair just to get it back, and it's bucking because it hasn't learned everything. Guys, your image is at stake here. I say this all the time. Try your best to protect your image by way of the small little things such as this. This doesn't hurt. It takes a little time. I mean, sure, you have 5-10 minutes of your life you can spare to do this procedure and make it good for everybody. Okay? And that is what I'm doing. All right, guys, I've talked enough. We are at 156, 2 more degrees Fahrenheit, and guys, we will be there. In fact, we are there. Cam and crank relearn completely. Wow, it's completed. Normally there would be a green bar going across, but I guess it did everything it needed to do while it was running. Guys, we are done here. That's all I have. Guys, I appreciate y'all watching the videos. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'll see y'all on the next video.